You know, when I was a kid, I loved making up words. I liked it because for some reason it just made me feel special, maybe, that I had my own little language that nobody could enter in, you know, and then sometimes somebody would say the word back to me and I would get this thrill. I'd be like, wait a minute, this is what language is all about. I mean, it's an entire vocabulary of words. As a matter of fact, if you just go through this video alone, you're gonna see a bunch of them. In fact, let's keep count. As I got older, it kept going. I started working with cats, it kept going, and then it just became a thing. So now I've got all of these words that people who don't know me have zero idea what I'm talking about. And that's part of the fun, and that is why, my friends, we have the Cat Daddy Dictionary. So let's turn it over to old Stuffy Shirt over there. Welcome to another episode of Cat Daddy Dictionary.
With your host, Jackson Galaxy.
Catification. I love saying that word. I could say it over and over. Catification, catification, catification. It's so much fun. Whimsical, yet mysterious at the same time. What is catification? Let's find out. I love this book. Catification. Noun. The art of creating an enriched space for both human and cat, used as a verb. To catify. Wow, my cat is unhappy. I really need to catify my home. Isn't that interesting? I mean, when I think about it, is my house enriched for both me and my cat? I mean, my home is enriched for my cat, but there's some ugly things. So obviously, I do not know how to catify, but these people do. Let's take a look. Roll them. Well, that was not just catified, that was enlightening. Now I know that my home could use a little bit of more my touch. My cat's going to be thrilled with that. Now the question is, besides just making me happy, why else would I catify? Well, there's only one way to find out because I surely don't know. So there you have it, you know, catification. Now we know what catification is. But let's talk about the whys, the whens, and the hows. First of all, why? Why do you need to catify your home? You need to do this because, well, let's talk about another made-up word, cat mojo. That is cat confidence. One of the key ways that cats get their mojo is through the ownership of territory, that perceived confidence that comes from, I own this place. Because really, when we go all the way back to the raw cat, which is also a made-up word, we think about the ancestor and how the ancestor did everything they could to say, this belongs to me. I hunt within this territory, and this territory is mine alone. That is cat mojo. If you live in a home with other humans, which, you know, a lot of us do, or other cats or dogs, I mean, we've got kids, we've got a whole lot of beings that cats have to share their territory with. But here's the thing, if cats are having to share the floor with everybody, they don't own nothing. And that's why we look to the vertical world. Cats actually get their mojo from all of this. If they own the vertical world, then that confidence just blooms. And let's face facts, who else is going to go up there unless you got some free-flying birds around the house? And if you got free-flying birds and cats, well, that's another story altogether. We're not going to go there. I can't tell you over the years how many cases we've been able to crack just by getting the cats up off the ground. So that's where catification comes in handy. The second way, and again, we're still talking about cat mojo, confident ownership. Cats get ownership through scent association. So when I talk about things like scent soakers, which are like beds and trees that they scratch on, or, you know, little soft things like this, any place where they can soak their scent, that's mojo, and that's catification. So it's not just about getting them up in the air, it's about if there are beds, if there are scratching posts, litter boxes, all of these things promote mojo, and all of those things are part of design. So now you see how design maximizes the mojo. As a matter of fact, makes the mojo. So now we've covered what catification is and why. But what about the how? How do you catify your home? It can be very simple. It can be incredibly large and opulent. It's completely up to you. And one thing does not make it better for the cat than another thing. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at the difference between this and this, the difference to the cats is nothing. The difference is to you. It's about your aesthetic. It's about making you feel like you own that territory along with your cat, that you're sharing it. There's this thing that I call litter box resentment. And that's when you walk into a room, you see a litter box, and you're like, man, I have given too much of my house to my cat. So we come up with all different types of interesting ways to incorporate a litter box into a room. Same thing goes with scratchers, cat condos, beds. There's all different types of ways to make it work so that it works in your life. So, like I said, you can take something like this and your cat will just love you for it. Or you can really do it up, something like that, and everyone's gonna be happy. And that's the key here. It's not just about making your cat happy, it's about making both of you happy. When should you catify? Right this very second. Don't wait. Don't think that you gotta be all fancy about it. Don't let it get into your head. You can use a cardboard box for all anybody cares to create a bed for your cat that maybe you didn't have before. Adding another litter box is catification. Using an existing shelf and attaching it to this couch and making sure that your cat can jump from place to place. That's the beginning of a cat superhighway. But anyway, all of these things create mojo. You'll see it. You guys got to take my word for it. Every bed that you add, every cat scratcher that you put up somewhere, your cats will thank you for it in the long run because it creates a sense of ownership. It does it right in the moment. Don't let yourself get caught up in big plans because I'm telling you, grand plans sometimes get you someplace, but if you're anybody like me who tends to outsource anything, it just winds up, you know, in the we'll do it next week and your cat is still waiting. So that's it. What is catification? The why, the when, the how, the when. I said when. Anyway, you got it all. You got the 360 of catification. And now the key is go and do it. Go and do it for your cats because, like I said before, they will thank you for it. In the meantime, I would be remiss not to mention the fact that Kate Benjamin and I have written 2 best-selling books on the topic Catification and Catify to Satisfy, and you should get them both. Couple other notes. If you know somebody who needs to catify their home, make sure to pass on this video. And of course, if you want more videos, then you gotta hit the subscribe button and you gotta hit that little bell. Otherwise, it gets lost in the big video ether and nobody wants that. All right, you guys, until next time we meet, all light, all love, and all mojo to you. Ha ha ha. Tally-ho.
Meow.